today with Rhonda Ehrlich, right?
Yes.
And Rhonda has a story to share of a miracle that occurred here at Above and Beyond Holistic Wellness Center.
I do. My name is Rhonda Ehrlich, and in 2004 I was diagnosed with cervical cancer and went through very aggressive treatments of chemo for 6 weeks and radiation every day and internal radiation, which I got through. I knew I would get through, and I'm here to talk about that. After all my treatments, which were a little debilitating, you act like your life is getting back to normal, but something's a little different. And what happened was I fell down my steps. I wasn't dizzy from anything. I just was multitasking and thinking I could do everything the way I used to do it. And I fell down my steps and banged my head. And when I landed at the bottom, I knew something was wrong. And I was dizzy. I had vertigo. My jaw was off. I couldn't see. And it took me on a 7-year journey of being in constant pain. I had panic attacks when I drove. My vision was off. I knew something was off. I went to see a neurologist, a hypnotic person, a spiritualist, 4 chiropractors, 3 acupuncturists, and they all told me my fluidity was off, and everybody would tell me something, and I really thought this was my new life. I was going to be living, not being able to drive again, and I would have to get used to this. And somebody told me about Above and Beyond, and I came to see Dr. Roger.
Who told you about us? Dr.
Annalisa Pastori and Sue Noyes. And I waited a while because I'd been to about 3 or 4, and I thought, how different could a chiropractor be? I'm getting adjustments, and sometimes I would walk out of my adjustments and feel I could not drive. I mean, my daughter would be next to me in the car, and I'd be having a meltdown, not even being able. I couldn't. It was off, and that's the only way I could describe it. And it scared my daughter, and it scared me. I came here through the back roads because I don't drive on highways anymore. I learned my way around, and I finally made it here. And Dr. Roger did all the energy testing, and of course everything was black, which I knew it would be, and I knew I was very off. And after the 6th treatment, Dr. Roger hit a spot, and he said, "Do you know what this is?" And I said, "My lymph nodes." And he said, "No, it's your atlas," which is the first bone in the neck, which to me I was always trying to maneuver. I knew there was something in there. Nobody could get to it. One visit, Dr. Roger did it, and afterwards I knew everything was different. Everything feels like when I rub my eyes, they're level. My sinuses are level. I just feel like a lot better.
So you were walking around life and things seemed uneven and imbalanced, you know?
Oh, I called it vertigo because my ear, like I didn't know if it was, I had cisplatin as chemo, and they said that it could affect your hearing. I didn't know if it was that. I was too scared to get that checked. Once you go through all those doctors, you just don't want to go back.
Yeah, and then driving your car.
I was holding on for dear life.
And then your family life was being affected from this.
Everything.
So your entire life
was
was
debilitating,
in chaos, right? And
I couldn't explain that to anybody because they would say, "But look what you got through," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah. So as soon as you had your nervous system checked the way that we do it, was the way that we check the nervous system different than the other places that you went to?
Absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely different. Okay, and then is our techniques much different?
The techniques are different, but that one technique that amazed me after all these stuff, that one bone or whatever.
Yep, that one adjustment.
That one adjustment made everything level. And I keep going like this because I haven't felt like this.
Yeah, that's great. Well, that's amazing.
So
this is your
I
new
was
life?
crying before, but I usually look a little better than this. But I'm crying from joy because I feel really happy that I feel like I'm on my recovery to health after 7 years.
That's great.
Thank you.
Would
Thank you,
recommend-
everybody.
Would you recommend this to anyone?
Everybody.
Everybody.
This is, they're healing me. And I had some healing to do.
That's great.
And I finally found my place.
God bless you.
Love you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
Done.